Well, I believe that arts and culture are important to any place. We believe, particularly for Swindon, it's a major priority. We've got a massive regeneration programme going on in Swindon, but to us regeneration is more than buildings. It's about people, it's about vibrancy, it's about bringing a sense of excitement to a place. Arts and culture can be either seen as one of those fringe things that you do and nice to have, and we'll do them when we can afford them, etc. Or you can take the opposite attitude, that they're fundamental to enjoyment of life, and that if you have the right mix of arts and culture amongst your daily life, you increase people's health and well-being and their enjoyment of life. We take the latter view. We've been on a programme of trying to improve the arts and culture offering in the town over the last few years. Swindon has been sort of labelled as a cultural desert in the past, which is something we're trying to reverse. It's actually never been true, but it's about perceptions.
There's always been a really vibrant art scene in Swindon. It's just that it wasn't very well connected. People didn't really know what each other were doing. So the Swindon Does Arts campaign was a really great way of bringing everybody together to kind of rally all around the same cause of promoting arts and culture.
Swindon Does Arts was a campaign that we started 2-3 years ago, which was really to increase engagement in the arts by people within Swindon, and seem to have been very successful through events like the Big Arts Day, through the Radio 1 Big Weekend and other cultural events, the Mellor, Swindon Pride and various other youth festivals and what have you. We really did see it all coming together in quite a powerful way, and the percentage increase in engagement went up quite considerably. So it was sort of the vehicle that we used to kick off sort of the cultural agenda that we're now on. We have Swindon Dance here. We have Create here, when they do lots of media and video work, and it's been quite well received outside of Swindon. Swindon has got the Swindon Mellor, which has been going 7 or 8 years now, a really multicultural festival. 20,000 people come every year. We did have the Radio 1 Big Weekend in 2009. We surprised even the BBC. They put it down as the best organised and the best location they had ever had. The Big Arts Day was a phenomenal success last year. It was a free event, which was laid on by our culture team. It was all various community groups and schools, and anybody and everybody who were making a contribution to the arts and culture were there. We thought we'd get about 5,000 people, but in the event 25,000 people turned up. It was a massive success. The community feel was absolutely brilliant. It was vibrant. It was everything you would ask for. It has so inspired people through what was achieved that we now really want to make this a sort of an annual event.
Sometimes the arts can suffer because people think it's very elitist. They think it's not for them. They think about the arts and they maybe think about ballet or classical music or opera. But what we've tried to do in Swindon is to really broaden out what we mean by that word arts, that it is actually everything that you do that is creative and fun. So it includes things like knitting and embroidery and reading and writing and all sorts of different types of music, hip hop and DJing. And I've sort of challenged people during the campaign to sort of see if there is something in their life that they do that's creative that actually means they're taking part in the arts.
One Swindon is a new approach to delivering public services. It's recently been signed up by all of the public sector partners in Swindon, but it also includes support from the voluntary and community sector and the business community through our business strategic partnership. And effectively what One Swindon is doing is bringing all of those bodies together to deliver a community plan for Swindon. Jointly signing up and committing to it, but actually hopefully putting resources to it jointly to shared outcomes. Now, we've made arts and culture one of the 4 priorities that has set the principles for One Swindon. I believe it's a really important part of regeneration, making a vibrant place, and what we need to do to improve health and well-being of people who reside in the borough of Swindon. We have a very strong big society in Swindon. We have a very strong voluntary and community sector.
We're really excited about the opportunities that One Swindon's going to give us to really showcase just what arts and culture can deliver for a place like Swindon. It's fantastic to actually have a strategic priority just around arts and culture, and it's going to really give us an opportunity to deliver against those outcomes and to prove why it's so important to maintain arts and culture as part of a healthy society.
The issue of funding is clearly crucial in all of arts and cultural provision, and we know from past experience that when times are tight and austerity is around, like we're experiencing at the present time, that it's arts and culture are the sorts of budgets that can easily be cut. We've made a decision that that's not going to be the way we want to go. We've made it a priority through One Swindon. We're not saying that budgets can be increased, and we're not actually saying that, given the huge challenges we've got, that we can necessarily maintain all of the spend that we currently have. What we are saying is that we will do everything that's within our power to make sure that arts and culture as a priority for Swindon is maintained. And that may mean that we have to work much harder to work with partners through voluntary and community sector and with anybody who wants to help us to deliver arts and culture. Obviously, business sponsorship is always a potential, not easy in the current climate, but lots can be done. I'm absolutely convinced, and we've proved it in so many fields, that it's not all about money. It's about the mindset and the passion and the will to succeed that often makes the difference. And we will continue to deliver on what we believe is a vibrant arts and culture agenda for Swindon, because we believe it's essential. It just needs the right approach with the right mindset and the will to succeed. We've got it. We will continue to do all that we can.